Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. We want this. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift. Watch the shift. Check, check. You draw quarters. No, no, no.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
You can't stop me.
Third down. 3rd and 15.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Eason. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Not 180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, exit. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Jam, 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 jam. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, hey, check 24. Watch 24. Bang, 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 bang.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ric Flair. Safe, safe, safe.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Step aside here in this first quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Get that ball. Flair, Flair, Flair. Hey, Echo. 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, here's Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Eason letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason sliding out of the pocket. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, set. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Show it up. Show it up. Bravo.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Got it. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, I-7. Check 48.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Here goes tonight. White 20. Check 55 to Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Hey, check.
Goff on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Yes, yes. 49. Rock it, rock it. Now.
On second down, it's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Off play action. Eason. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Eason. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On the counter, Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Hey, orbit. 41 Mike. Let's go.
On first down, Eason. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Ready.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check your hot read. Be grip.
10th carry now for Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right now. The ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Goff throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Going up top for Kupp. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Flush to his right. And, oh, he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
We go tonight, like 20. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Goff now looking to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
55 is my guy, 55.
Again, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Goff turns and gives to Gurley, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They go play action here on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's our time. It's our time.
Out of the gun. Goff. The quick slant caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Value 3, value 3. Deuce. Flag 3. 218, chopper.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. It's a party now. Go. Check.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw on third down, Eason. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down by David Long. It's a gain of 8.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On, 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
Ready. 70, Indy. 41. Hey, Charlie. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Now.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, box drop.
Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carl Nassib charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Goff now to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. 20.
In your face.
On 1st down, it's gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise of throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Right there in the middle.
From the gun, here's Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. It's run, fellas, it's run.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Hey, 180! Watch 55! Oh, you got deep?
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everyone.